Hello guys, this will obviously be the last video we'll do for a while together. First I just want to say to every Essendon supporter and every Essendon member and people, the Essendon family, that I am so sorry for what happened at our club in 2012. As the coach, the head coach of the Essendon Football Club, I should have known more. I didn't know what was going on to the extent that it was going on. And if I had have known, I would have put a stop to it. But that's not an excuse. As a head coach, you should know more. And I wish I had have, and I wish I had have stopped it, because none of us would be in this position. And most importantly, you guys wouldn't have had to go through the year you've had to go through supporting a club that's had doubts thrown over it, a lot of half-truths, a lot of mistruths been said about it. And our players wouldn't have had to go through what they've gone through. And the two parties who we should all feel for most are the players, who are innocent victims in all this and are terrific people and who we all care deeply for, and our supporters who love our football club and have been amazing in the support they've given us so far this year and for the whole history of our club. We need you more than ever now, though. Our football club is just coming, hopefully, out of the darkest period in its history, and it needs the supporters to back it. It needs the supporters to get behind it and make this football club a great football club again. As the club moves on, I think there'll be a lot of change at the club and the way it does things. I think its attention to detail, the way it's structured, will be better because of it, and for that reason we'll become a better club. And as a person who's loved this club for a long time, it saddens me deeply to think where we are at the moment, and that I could have prevented what had happened. So 2014, let's look forward to 2014, have a great year, and I look forward to seeing you in 2015. Thank you very much for all your support to myself and my family, and I'm sorry for what happened in 2012, but I'm also sorry that we did stop fighting, and that all the people who wanted us to keep fighting, we weren't able to fight our way through it. But sometimes the good of the game and the good of the football club and the good of the players comes ahead of the principles to fight and keep going forward. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Heppell, the tackling was fierce and repetitive from North Melbourne.
Thomas did well. Heppell, though, at the fall of the ball, chips it, almost stubbed his toe on that occasion. Heppell going down the race with Doc Reed as well.
Big news down here. Dyson Heppell's been subbed out of the game with an injury.
But there's a pretty despondent Dyson Heppell.
Good on you, Brendan.
How
are you, mate? Going well, thanks.
Just back with the scans.
Yeah, got the scans done, so I guess we'll have a bit of a look and see what happens, eh?
Yeah, so we'll put the x-rays up and just have a bit of a look at them here, and you can see where, obviously as a young fella we spoke about on the weekend, you've had like a small crack in it probably when you were about 14 or 15, and because you've had these calf troubles for the last few weeks, probably what's happened is you've been carrying your weight a little bit differently through your foot, and that's actually caused a bit of extra stress through that old, what we call fibrous union, and that's probably the cause of your pain.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll see how you go during the course of this week, but given that we're nearly at the end of the season especially, it's probably a good idea to get a specialist opinion about it, and we'll organise that for you in the coming days to see how we go with that.
Beauty. Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to tell at this stage, only been 2 days after the game. You know, it could quite easily settle down pretty quickly over the course of the next week or so, but yeah, I guess I think we're going to give it a week and a bit and see if it does settle down enough. Otherwise, if it goes nowhere, we might have to intervene and have surgery, yeah.
Dyson is in the process of going through a series of surgical consults and scans, so we'll find out next week a little bit more about Dyson's condition and the way forward. In the meantime, we're just going to base most of our decision making on our doctor's recommendation, which is that he lets his foot settle down, which is going to be really important. In the meantime, just do what we can to keep Dyson up and psychologically motivated, and also interested in obviously his program, staying ready in case there's a chance he can play football again this year.
Yeah, so I've just had a chat with Crowie, and I guess his main message was to try and get the load off that foot, just try and let it settle completely. So obviously said plenty of swimming, maybe stay off the bike for the moment, plenty of work in the gym, so I'll be able to get massive over the next couple of weeks, and yeah, I guess keep the heart rate up in the pool, so no, it'll be all good.
Yeah, Dyson's never had any issue with motivation. I think his relaxed demeanour probably just helps take some of that stress out of situations, whereas others might worry about the impact of his injury. He's just straight into his work and getting ready with the potential of playing again.
It's the first time I've had a pretty serious injury, so the last time I guess I'd only had a couple of weeks off, but was able to do a bit on my feet still, so being completely off the feet and no one else in the gym at this stage, so yeah, I guess I'll just be punching it by myself. The moon boot's pretty good. It sort of, yeah, it takes the, I guess, that real load off the foot, so yeah, no pain doing the weights, yeah. It sort of makes me look at the other blokes that have had long-term injuries, and I guess the mental strength that they would have had to go through is unreal, so I'm only a couple of days in and I'm already hating it, but yeah, all good. There you go.
Is Joe Watson playing?
Yeah, Job's playing. He's out there.
Why aren't you playing?
I've got a sore foot, buddy. Here you go, mate. It's for the Hangar, guys. Say good day. Say, Dyson's Diary is my favourite segment on the Hangar. Just go, I love Dyson's Diaries.
I like Dyson's Diaries.
I suppose this part of the warm-up is where we try and get up and about. I guess we've just been out on the ground. Boys have had a light kick through, just get the legs going, and yeah, sort of try and get some real excitement and enthusiasm up. Yeah, this little bit goes for a couple of minutes, short and sharp. Just get the mind switched on. A lot of touches of the footy, and just get ready to go. Boys are on tonight, I reckon. Up and about, no different to any other week. So, no, it's exciting and really looking forward to this one. No, I hate missing games of footy, but you know, I just, they're really, you know, really excited for the boys tonight, and I really hope they go well.
"29 days ago, round 18, Essendon was second on the ladder. Tonight, they entered this clash as the underdogs. Carlton and Essendon tonight at the MCG, Saturday night footy. 48 metres out, he just goes back and gives it an almighty whack. Bombers have got the first goal. Look at the two coaches down on the track and staring this game down. Watson off the front of the pack magnificently. Kicked his second. Ryder from directly in front. Punt road end. There's the task. Bombers are in front. Can you believe it, by a point? Boy, McInnes went for the spoil when he didn't need to, and then he ran over the top of his own man. Oh boy, Sarakas kicks the goal. He's done it again. Sarakas has done it again with 28 seconds left. Boy, oh boy, McInnes bowled his own mate over. Look, and the Bombers are going to win. The Bombers are going to win here today. James Hird and his Bombers have won.
Absolutely. Dyson Heppell, Simon Goodwin all involved as well.
You know, I'm absolutely stoked for the entire footy club tonight. Pretty toey watching from up in the box, and you know, I'd obviously love to be out on the ground with the boys, but fantastic result tonight. Looking ahead, I guess we'll go through our normal recovery tomorrow and whatnot, review the game on Monday, and I guess we'll just take it as a normal week next week. So look forward to heading into Richmond next week. I guess I'm seeing the specialist about my foot, and we'll see what he has to say, and yeah, I'll see if we have to go in for surgery next week or whether we try and see if we can get up for finals. Just heading into the Epworth Hospital out in Richmond at the moment. We're going to see Jeff Timms, who's a foot specialist, and hopefully he'll be able to shed a bit more light on where I'm really at with my foot. I had a CT scan to get a closer look at it, and I guess that'll tell the real story, so we'll see what happens. Good on you, Jeff.
Going?
Well, thanks, mate. Good on you.
Come in.
Beautiful.
Still sore?
Yeah, still a little bit tender. I guess it's made no drastic improvements over the last week or so, but yeah.
I think, as we talked about last week, if it's not getting better, we're going to probably need to go ahead with surgery to get that bone fixed up for you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So with the surgery, what I'll need to do is make a cut on the side of your foot here, clean out that abnormal joint between the two bones, and then fix it together with a screw. So I'll need to clean out that little gap, put a little bit of bone graft in, and then a screw running down to hold it together, straight down the inside of the bone. Okay. So the surgery will be a full anaesthetic. Takes up to an hour for the surgery.
Yep.
You wake up with a little half plaster on your leg to start with, then into a moon boot after a week or two, back in your boot. But
so without crutches,
with crutches for about the first 4 weeks.
With crutches.
Until it's healing enough to start taking a bit of weight on it.
Okay. So running, like, I suppose the full, 10, 12 weeks until I can actually run?
Maybe 9 to 10 weeks.
9 to 10, yeah.
You could start back on an Alter G machine.
Yeah, okay.
And then building up from there. Yeah. The first thing is making sure the bone's healing well and strongly.
Yeah.
But to minimise your recovery time, we'll just build in some light exercises along the way to help keep the muscles going and hasten the recovery.
What about swimming? Swimming will be fine?
Swimming after the wound's healed up, after a couple of weeks. Not too much kicking to start with.
Okay. This is going to kill me. This is going to kill me.
It's tough. The first few weeks is tough.
Yeah.
But it's important we make sure we get this healed up for the longer term.
I was just getting the gym, get massive. Yeah, well, hearing I won't be able to sort of ride or swim for a few weeks, that'll probably kill me a bit. I'll be staring at the ceiling for most of the day, but no, I'll be right. I'll do as much as I can in the meantime. Well, no, I guess it is what it is. I guess coming in today, I probably expected that outcome just due to not settling the way I would have liked, but there was still a little bit of hope there, but no, I'm certainly happy with getting it done as soon as possible, so it won't affect sort of my pre-season next year.
G'day guys, it's Joe Watson here. With me I have Nicole, who's been a loyal Bomber supporter for 17 years. Nicole, what was the biggest game that you remember going to?
I was there when Matthew Lloyd kicked 100 goals in 2000, 2001.
Did you run on the ground?
I did run onto the ground.
The first premiership that you can remember?
93. I was with my family and I remember singing the song really loudly to this one Carlton supporter and just rubbing it in a little bit.
To say thank you for the continual support of the Essendon Football Club, Kia is offering substantial savings on all cars for anyone who's been a member for over 12 months. If you like the look of this Kia Optima, you could save up to $2,500 when you buy one just for supporting your team.
Nagel as a player was just, he's a great player to play with, really strong, really hard running, resilient, tough, and a combination of things that really, he could really put a real bite into a game. He could come into a game and make an impact at lots of times, and quite happy to take anybody on, the big ones, the small ones, the wide ones. He just a really good, tough, I suppose, country footballer at a really high level.
Probably the most dangerous player I ever coached. He was an exciting player. He was very strong at the ball, fantastic long stride, and could kick the ball 60 metres nearly every time he could kick it.
Well, Merv as an opposing player was absolutely awesome to play against. One, you knew when you have a bit of a history in the game, you knew that you were going to come up against a certain opponent. Of course, Essendon was always going to be Merv Nagel, and you knew it was going to be tough. He could run. He can jump on your head, he can run away from you, he had fitness, and we used to have some great collisions, and I think we had a great career against each other.
Very tenacious player, had to work hard to get where he did. We always laughed about his fitness, but he'd always work hard over the pre-season to get himself right. But I got more memories of him probably off the field than on, but it was a great bloke to meet up, and I suppose footy's done that for us. It all started off with the footy, that's how we got to know each other, and I had to room with him on footy trips, and that was a disaster. So.
Merv as a person was a fantastic bloke. He's just, I think Tim said it too, he's a really good bloke to be around. He loved a good time with his mates. He loved a beer after the game, loved a joke. I think the lovable larrikin is a good name for him, and just a good bloke to be around, and a great teammate. He got a job selling Encyclopaedia Britannica. So he's gone off and he's knocked on the first door. Hi, bang. 3 houses. Books, in the gutter, off again. Never saw him again. That's the way he was. Shortest job in the history of the world.
Look, he was a bit of a rascal, but in the end, you were prepared to put up with that because he's a good, strong player.
Back in those 80s, I mean, you hear this all the time, that you play against each other, you smash each other up, then in the aftermatch, have a few beers, bit of a laugh, hey, listen, I'll catch you next time, well played, and then you end up in a nightclub somewhere, hey, what are you doing here? And away you go, and then it's a Sunday somewhere, say, hey, what are you doing here? There's certain players sort of attracted other players, and Merv was one of those.
Now, as you're all aware, we are here tonight to pay tribute to Merv and also to raise money for the precious family that Merv left behind.
The night came together from a few people. I think Paul Van der Haar made sure that the club knew that the things weren't as well as we'd like them to be. The Dick Reynolds Club put a committee together. They normally have function. They thought they'd do a special one for Merv. And they asked the likes of Terry Dinaher, Vander, of course, had a big say, myself, for some input, so we helped with our ideas. And a night's come together where there's over 600 people celebrating someone's life and helping look after the family. Merv Nagel was a good man. He'd say, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to stand on your hand.
It's fantastic, the response we've had as a club to do all this for the individual is just fantastic.
Nights like this are really, really important because you play with a bloke in a premiership in the AFL, VFL, and that's a really strong bond for the rest of your life. And like a lot of men, Merv didn't have his affairs in order. He's going to live forever, and so not necessarily insurance and stuff like that. So we can actually help the family make sure that the family of a premiership player at Essendon, make sure they're not doing it tough.
Look, I think if you're playing the game a long time, you understand how hard this game is and what it does for families, because family is everything. But if you don't have that support, and you can see that, unfortunately for Merv, his family needs help, and that's why we're here. I'm more than happy to be here just to give my time up and hopefully raise some dollars and awareness of the great man.
The first thing Merv said to me, he said, Hawks, do you smoke? I said, yes. Do you drink? I said, yes. This is like 6 o'clock. I've just arrived in Melbourne, 16-year-old kid. Within 10 minutes, I was in the Essendon Social Club, disco Sunday night.
That's what the club's all about. We're there to look after and support him whilst he's not here, and his wife and kids. We will go anywhere to help anybody in this club. That's what the Bombers have always been like. It's a fantastic club. And to have 600 here tonight's an honour.
It's a great response from the Essendon Football Club, knowing Donna and the kids that what sort of future they probably were going to have to come up with.
They can't believe that this has come together for them, so they're really, really thankful, and they're good. They're a good group. I've spent some time with them recently, and they're good people, and this will be great for them.
A wonderful player, mate, and a good mate. So he's a good man.
Good on you, Terry.
The respect and care that we show for each other is certainly very similar to my own family.
Caring about each other, how people are going on the field, off the field, your family type scenario that a footy club becomes.
When you show care, I believe it leads to better improvement in performance.
We've got a huge supporter base, very loyal supporters, and I think that you have to respect what they give to the club and the importance that they have in the role, and that you're only an extension of what they do for you.
You care about everyone involved in your life, I suppose, from your family, your friends, and obviously your teammates and your coaches.
For me, it's very important, and it just provides happiness, and I think that it's something that should never be undervalued.
The 2000 premiership year and winning the best and fairest was something that, I suppose you do look back on it and you think how good it was.
Hurried kick towards Whitnell, reaching over the top. Fletcher, wonderfully played.
I thought my performance was, I had a pretty good year. It gets a bit hard to sort of say if you're going to win the best and fairest or you're going to be in the top 5. At times it can be a bit of a raffle, because between the top 5 people, it can be quite close. Such good players around. With Hurdy and Lloydie and obviously Scotty Lucas and these type of guys. It's something you look back on with a smile on your face.
Number 31, Dustin Fletcher.
I think, I really earned that flag in 2000, so to win that, does mean, a lot. And I suppose when I do retire, it's something you'll look back on and really think about.
To all you Bomber fans, thanks for your loyal support.
Something probably most people don't know about me is I like to indulge in a few books. I'm a bit of a reader. I love Game of Thrones books, Hunger Games. I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I like Harry Potter books. That's something people don't know about me.
Zaharak is very famous on this day for kicking the goal. Well, he got the last one, Dave. He's got the first right here and now.
Most annoying, probably Nick Comer. He's a bot you love to play with, but around the change rooms during the week he can get a bit annoying, and on the training track he's a bit of a sniper, so he's probably a bit annoying. The best thing about playing for the Bombers is it's a club I've supported my whole life, and my whole family's entrenched in, and we've supported since Dad was young and Mum as well. So it's something that I hold dearly, playing for a footy club, and it definitely means a lot to me. Don't forget to visit the Essendon website and take part in the fan segment for your chance to win an Antler prize pack.
This Monday, the club is launching a new project called Our Community Pledge. Our Community Pledge gives you the opportunity to bid on a huge range of auction items, including inner sanctum experiences. All proceeds will help fund a number of community programs run by the club. Our Community Pledge is on the club website. Check it out and start bidding.
This has been a Fox Footy production for Fox Sports.